Hello everyone and welcome. I'm going to give everybody a couple of seconds to find us and I'll go find it and share this over to the creative page. I hope everybody is having a good week so far. I'm still recovering from retreat weekend, but I'm doing much better this week. Let's see. In fact, I designed a class and I'm getting ready to release that later today. I have a couple of small changes I want to make to it. It's almost there, but not quite, you know. So cool stuff. Hi Ella, hi Carol, good to see you all. Thanks for popping by to say hello. All right, so big stuff happening in the Stampin' Up world. Tomorrow they're going to release the retirement list for the main catalog, and that means that you won't be able to get any of the 20 to 22 in colors usually, if history serves it. In fact, I want to say that my friend Christine Kilburn told me that the cinnamon cider ink refill is already gone, but I don't know, maybe they have it on, oh, hi Joan, Washington State, all the way across the country. That's pretty cool. I always get excited to hear where you guys are from, so please let me know where you're joining us from, and hopefully I'll see it and I can give you a shout out. So today I've got a couple of things for you. So I designed the card class this month with a stamp set that I think is the most useful in the book, so we'll come back to that. And I mentioned that the retirement list is coming out tomorrow, so there's going to be lots and lots of information coming at me, and hopefully I'm able to break it down and send it back to you as quickly as possible. Hey Carol, shared from Michigan. In addition, I want to show you my team swaps. Some of them came in this week, and some of them, one of them I know is just a St. Patrick's Day card from one of my teams. So I love swapping with my team. It's one of my favorite things that I do every month. And so I will show you some of the cards and we'll open them together because I haven't even seen them yet. And that's really fun. And then I thought that I would show you that stamp set that I'm talking about that I think is just the bee's knees. I do a card class. I have a couple of groups that I meet with on a monthly basis in person. Again, yay, again. And one of the things that my longest card class customer, I've been meeting with these girls for 13 years. I figured it out this week. But sometimes they don't stamp the sentiments in the class. They wait until they get home to stamp the sentiments or until they need a card. So I'll share with you what stamp set I think is the most useful for that, and how you could sub out the stamps. And then I'll show you, it's a preview of my class, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Sound good? All right, so let's flip the camera and jump right in. I'm gonna first show you my swap, and I posted pictures all over the place, so you guys have probably already seen this card, but can I just tell you, this foil, it doesn't photograph that well. My gosh, it is so shiny and cool, and I'm not sure if you can even see that I used Winkastella in that watercolor, but I did a short 2-minute video on how to add Winkastella when you are watercoloring with our ink refills, which is pretty cool. All right, let me flip the camera here. Hey, Alana, good to see you. All right, here we go. So I'm just putting my hand over there so I don't make anybody dizzy. And then I'm gonna probably move the table here and open up and see if I can get your comments rolling. Oh, it looks like a good day. It's a good day in internet land when you can get the comments. Okay, I just want to get a little bit better view here. Ta-da. All right, I'm done moving the table. If I made you dizzy, you can open your eyes. So this one is my card swap, and I know when you photograph it, you just don't get the shine on that. This foil is a blue, it's part of the blues foil that came with the Ocean Suite, and it comes in 3 colors. There's one that's more Coastal Cabana. This one is more Night of Navy, and then there's a true silver foil in that pack as well. And the designer paper that goes under this is the Oceans, and this is one that I didn't finish, so you can see it's awfully pretty. And I did a whole bunch of fun folds. Actually, here, I'll show you. I did a fun fold class at retreat when I asked everybody from retreat what their favorite pillow gift is, because I don't know if you know, but we do like a bunch of different pillow gifts. This time they had a lantern and they had a water bottle, but when I asked what their favorite gift is, a bunch of them said that the make and takes were, so I'll show them to you. These are really cool fun folds. But I prepped, it took 4 of us 7 hours to prep this class, because we prepped it to the nines, because there were some new people at retreat that have never been before. And we had, oh, thank you. And I need to get my nails done. I broke a couple today. But we had a couple of people that were brand new to stamping, and even they were able to assemble. So these cards are for avid crafters, but I decorated them at the end. So I designed all of the fun folds. It was so different, and decided to use the sailboat bundle. So this one is a bridge card. So it sits flat, like it would sit flat inside the envelope. But then when you open it up, it sits on the table like that. And I put a white on the back to write on. So this will make a cute card for someone. And then this one is like an accordion, and it opens like that. And that's that foil that's the next color down. It's like a Coastal Cabana color. So beautiful. This one, I think that the hero is the mother of pearl paper. It's so dynamic in person. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it is gorgeous. And opens like that. And then the final one, it's also like I think they call it a VW or a ZW, I don't know, fold. But this is the fold. Isn't that cool? This one I picked up from my friend Rhonda. But I did the folds first and then designed around them. Super cool. So those were some retreat projects. And that's all using the Oceans designer paper and the Oceans foil. But then I used the sailboat punch for all of them. And that's what inspired my swap this month. So the swap theme was, oh yeah, that was teaching it on a Tuesday video. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll do another card using that fold, but those were all retreat projects. This card came from Shirley Best, and our swap theme this month is summer. And I haven't opened these cards or looked at them, so let's see what we've got. Now, I don't know if you guys do that, but Shirley's smart. She folded her card inside out to protect the embellishments in the mail. We swap 1-to-1 every month with the team. Oh, so pretty. So the theme was summer, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but I'll just tell you, she'd embossed this paper with the Tasteful Textures 3D embossing folder. So it's got that same folder that I used on this. I think you can see it on this one, but you can only feel it on this. It's kind of cool. Makes you want to go in for another look. And I'm sorry if I showed somebody's address. I'll try to not do that. This was just a St. Patrick's Day card from Linda Brannick. And super cute. And there's a private note, so we'll read that later. Yay. But thank you, Linda, for the beautiful card. And let's see. Oh, Sharon Verity. So Sharon is our swap coordinator, and she helps organize us all. We opt in to swap, and then oh, look at, so this is that this was on back order for a while and you couldn't get it, this awesome ribbon. But this is her swap card with the summer theme. And you know, I really like that it's a summer theme and she didn't feel like she needed to do anything with sailboats. She did like flowers because it's awful summer. Isn't it pretty? I just love the colors and everything. Beautiful, beautiful card from Sharon. And then this one is from, I'm trying to like hide everybody's address, Cheryl Davis. I can't wait to open this one. I spied a peek of this one at Retreat when she was making it. This is using the sailboat bundle. Isn't that awesome? So this stamp comes in the set. So she punched out a black sailboat, glued it down on top of a sponged background. She did the blending brushes. And I think this is stamped. Oh yeah, this is stamped 1, 2, 3, 4 times. There's a stamp that comes in that set that looks like ocean. So she did that, and then she did the blending brush for the background. And then she stamped underneath the sailboat, and that comes in the, I probably could have did it on mine, but I love the way she made it, and that sentiment is just the best. Thank you, Cheryl, for an awesome swap card. Okay, and then this one is from Maine. Brenda Donovan. Gotta love it. Let's see what we got. Oh my goodness. So I love this. This is using the other sailboat set that's in the main catalog. Gosh, I wonder what will retire tomorrow. All right, I'm guessing that this is like one that opens, but it's kind of like stuck on me. So here. Wow, this is pretty. Wow, Brenda. That is a gorgeous card. So it's being held down, and the reason it was sticky was because there's a dimensional under there. So I can maybe put a rhinestone or something to make it less sticky. But the idea is it'll be held with that closed. Isn't that cool? So that's just a pop-up. Real simple. I love it. All right, so those are all the swap cards that I have so far for the summer swap. And that's the fun thing about swapping one-to-one. They kind of get, your mailbox gets sprinkled over the next week or so. And as, you know, we have a deadline to mail, but as people mail their cards, I get a couple every day. So fun. All right, so we're going to go into my favorite stamp set. Who knew that a stamp set that's not a bundle would catch my eyes so very much? But can I just say, this has Mother's Day and Father's Day, birthday, congratulations, thank you, happily ever after, so wedding, anniversary, just for you, love, the best is yet to come, again, maybe anniversary. And look, all of these, you could like design one card and have one of each, you know, or design one card, have a 1/2-inch strip and decide what you want to stamp later. On my heart, on my mind and in my heart, that could be for sympathy. It could be for feel better. So proud of you. Grateful to celebrate you every day would be good for graduation. Same with the so proud of you. Welcome little one. So baby. Anniversary, Father's Day, I mean, like, it's awesome. Every bit of wonderful. Birthday. So it's kind of like the set that you would have on your shelf to stamp those cards that you haven't put a sentiment on. So that's the reason that this is my pick for this January through June catalog as the most useful stamp set in the book, because yeah, it is. I mean, Easter, everything's in there. Like, the only thing that I'm thinking of, it doesn't have Thanksgiving. It does have thank you, but it doesn't have Merry Christmas and congrats. I mean, these are all like just, and I like the font and that they're all sorted different. So I started playing with this set and a very cool designer paper. And isn't this pretty? I want to see if I can show you. I'm going to stand up and see if I can. It's winked. Somebody asked me this week that it hasn't been around in the studio in a while what Wink Estella was, and I'm like, I haven't done my job. Oh my gosh. So this one, we winked the flowers, and this is card 2. And this card class I'm going to be releasing this week, card 3. And by the way, if you don't, this again, it's Misty Moonlight. It's going to be going. This will be probably the last hurrah with Misty Moonlight. And then this one, needs a little bit of work. It's on a vanilla base right now here. And I think I'm going to change it out. I was looking at it. The reason I used vanilla is because it looked like vanilla was in the paper, but I'm going to change this card and offer this class. So it's half prepped, the directions are half written, and I am just about ready to roll on it. No sympathy. Well, there is You're on My Mind and in My Heart. In fact, I was thinking this one, let's grab that. That's a good call. Thank you, Marie, for pointing that out. I'm gonna grab a couple of blocks here, just so we have plenty, you know, and we can get going. So, you know that my videos are always on the fly, and I never know what I'm gonna do. So I'm glad that you said sympathy, because you're on my mind, or you're on my mind and in my heart would be an awesome sentiment. And I want to grab some scraps here. I had because I'm prepping this class, I have a few scraps in the bag. I always like to cut a couple of extra of things just in case. And I know that I have some white pieces over here already cut. So let's play with what's on the table. And we'll bring in, I feel like I need to move the table this way because I'm going to stamp and I'm too far away. I know I said I was done moving the table. I'm sorry. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp. Ta-da. You're on my mind and in my heart. And since we're playing with what's on the table, how about a heart? I'm thinking that's going to fit. It does. Look. Isn't that pretty? Ugh. All right. Lots of love would also go for sympathy. Yeah, that's a good point, Robin. Just pretty simple, and it's one of those sets. I think it's going to be like one that I might actually, you know, that after a catalog, I save up my stamps and I add them to a BOGO sale where you can, you place an order and you can take my stamps that I have that I've used, equal value, for free. And then you just pay the shipping on it. But I thought, oh, all right, so let's see. I have a couple of cut pieces left over here. Oh, I think this is going to go beautiful on that. And I want a blue. What do you know? It looks like I actually prepared. Could be for an ill person too. Yeah, I agree. Well, and that's the thing, like, sometimes when you need a sympathy card, you don't actually want it to say with sympathy. Like, I know, you know, it's one of those things. Sometimes you just want to, you know, wrap someone in prayer, or you want to, you know, let them know how much you care. Now, all I have on the table are minis. So, do I have any scissors? Boy, I am slacking today. I don't have everything in my box. Well, while I'm over here, I'll grab some regular size dimensionals. But when you need a quick and cute card, how simple would this be? And then you could just run a ribbon maybe. I'm looking up top to see if I have any card bases already done. Let's see. So, how about something to match? This ribbon came in a duo. And of course I can see the long string of ribbon, but I can't see where the ribbon is there. I've got about 10 rolls of ribbon on my table here. But this one's a perfect match for this. This is a duo, and it's got 2 colors. How about if we try and make a bow with 2 colors? Since it's such a thin ribbon, it would be kind of cool. Can't pick it up. There we go. Ta-da! You might notice that I didn't pull it. I didn't cut it off the roll yet, and that's because it's my way of conserving ribbon. I can save an inch or 2 if I can tie it off the bolt as is. So I'm just gonna swipe that under, and I'm gonna do the loop, swoop, and pull for this one. If you're a bunny ears person, by all means, you can bunny ears. It's kind of big, so I want a small little bow. And I'll just hold that knot while I adjust. Now, if you tie a bow like this and you find that your ribbon is loose, you can fix that. So let's cut that off. So there's no waist on that side, and here's my waist on this side. I like to cut them at different angles too. All right, so let's fix this a bit. It's a little wonky. I don't know if I like 2. Maybe we should just take it down to 1 now that it's all tied, right? Yeah, I don't like it. It's too much. But if I were wanting to tighten this up, I would put adhesive here and here, and I would stick them and pinch so that the bump would end up in the back and you wouldn't see it in the front, and it would be nice and tight. But I'm not digging that, so let's go again with just 1. Oh, so you like the double bow. Janelle says I should keep it. That's funny. This is my, the blue color was for Ukraine. I was thinking next time I should do like 1 yellow, or maybe, I don't know, maybe yellow tips. So you can go this way, right? Or the other thing we could do is we could make a knot and just cut, where's those, oh, of course I already pitched those scraps. A couple of my helpers are like, Selene, you throw away so much. I'm like, take all my scraps home. If I kept all of my scraps, oh my gosh. Eventually I'd need a dump truck to clean them out, you know? So I'm gonna tie once, right? And I'm gonna make a knot here. And then I can put these in the middle and tie it again. And we could have like a starburst, but that's more like a birthday card, right? But it's just another way to make it. You could make it kind of full. So then no waist on this end again. And here's the waist on that side. Actually, this is kind of pretty. I think it will go nice with the heart. So let's use that. So it's just a knot. And I cut another little extra piece to make the, like the little starburst of ribbon here. They can tuck in somewhere. Yep, I got you, Shar. You know, maybe I should start saving like packets of scraps. I think I could send them all to Shar. If you'd be happy with that, so would I. So would I. Let's see. Okay. So I kind of like that. And then we could just put this on a base, and I don't have to finish it here because your time is important, but isn't that pretty? Just simple and beautiful. Oh my gosh. And I could put it so that it's on an embossed layer, you see. But really, really simple. Okay. So how about if I was looking at the Casing Tuesday sketch challenge, and of course I printed it and now I can't find it. So I'll find it after I get off my live for sure. But the idea was, and we'll just pretend here. The idea is there was a square, and then there was a circle, and then there was like about 5 layers on top of each other, all in one section of the card up here. So I was thinking that maybe we could play with that idea. And the sketch came out of a catalog sample that had polka dots in the background. So I was thinking maybe we would grab the cutter, the trimmer, which is on the other end of the room, and maybe play with some of that paper that we have. So we could use either the front, or then there's the flip side. And I have, after prepping my class today, I have a few patterns left. I have this one. So this is the front and back. Isn't that pretty? Oh, so pretty. And then I have this one and this one, the greens. I'm definitely drawn to pink, because you can tell I have a lot of that one left. And then I have this one, which has purple on the back. Nope, I'm wrong. This one has purple on the back. I don't have much of that left at all, because I used it on one of the cards for that class. So pretty. And then this one, which of course has Misty Moonlight, that's going out at 2. But we won't discuss that. I'll just cry, and that won't be good. Let's grab, how about if we play with this one? Oh, thanks, Char. You guys are the best. You know, I'm only fun because you make it fun for me. If I really do better when there's more people here hanging out, so thanks for being here live. All right, so I'm gonna cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4, because that was where the sketch started. And we'll build it on this piece. There we go. Excuse me. All right, so this is Blushing Bride. So I took the other base that I'm not going to use. And we'll start there. It definitely will need a bunch of stuff, because this paper is so busy that I wouldn't normally make it like the base of a card. When I use designer paper in a design, I usually will just use a little section of it. So that's a big piece for me. Ooh. Let's see what I got in my little scrap container. Again, if I need to prep more of that class that I'm doing, I prepped 36, but if I need to prep 48, I will have a little bag of tricks here. We got that, but it's not the same pattern. So how about if I take that scrap and we'll punch into that? Boy, that's pretty. I think I want this flower. Anybody know what kind of flower that is? I don't. I kill plants, so you guys can tell me. It's right there too, but I wanted to get into the middle. Hey, Bonnie, you're not late. You're right on time, my friend. So that I could get that one flower. And then I think I want another scalloped heart up there. So let's see, if I were to punch out of this, the design calls for a square back there too. So let's see what we can come up with. It's awfully busy. Maybe, maybe that would be better. I think I like that better. Okay. So there's in the sketch, there was a square here, and I'm thinking, not that color, but let's try and use that as like a template. I got a basic gray marker here. I want to just test it out and see yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the square. So I'm not going to be fancy about it. I'm just going to like legit make marks and then come around. And then, so I'm just using that like as a template. And then I'll connect the dots down here. So there's our square elements, because it's busy enough without putting like all those patterns in there. Yeah, exactly. It looks, well, it does look like a spotlight when the patterns match. In fact, I did that already today. So, you know, if I did something already, I'm bored. I won't do it again. But I do like this like that. So, and I like the square like that because then it's less, I don't know, there's less going on. And then there was another element in there. I think it was a circle. I could go punch one maybe. But first, let me find my adhesive. So pretty. And then while I'm doing that, you guys can start to think about what we want to put on here for sentiment. I'm gonna bring the stamp set into the film, into the frame, so you guys can start to pick. Is it an anniversary card? Lots of love. The best is yet to come. I don't know, you guys tell me what you think this one should be. Maybe lots of love. I know, and I'm so sad because you know that tomorrow you won't be able to get this anymore. It'll be sold out so fast. It's one of those things. I'm gonna cheat and bring in a 2 1/4 inch circle punch. This is a retired item, but we have this in a framelit, and it's much faster to just punch one since we're live. So I say, let's punch one. Why not? And then, and I like this, but I'm not digging my square still. Okay. Well, that's why they make different paper. And I think I want to emboss this with something. How about some flowers? I'm going to just quickly take a look and see what I have for flowers. Oh yeah, I found a 3D flower embossing folder. I'll bring it back in 1 second. I'm just running it first. Ooh, potentially. If I don't kill my, I think my sandwich is wrong. 1 second, sorry. Sure. I'm the one that breaks the cut and emboss while I'm live. At least I'm not on camera, right? Oh, something is not right with this. Maybe, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. If you're trying to force an embossing folder through and it's not going, and the best thing you can do is halt. Okay, so I used this one, and here is a close-up of it. So pretty. And I like that a lot. This is still too busy for me. So I have to come up with something different because that's not working. Say what you're really feeling, Selene. I just don't like it. What can I say? All right, so how about, because there was a square element on the card, if we do that next. And I wonder what color yellow that is. So it looks like it's got cinnamon in it, but it looks a little like a light yellow to me. I'm gonna make this, it's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. I'm gonna make this 3 by 3, my trimmer. And again, we're just playing, we're using scraps here. That's the way I fly. We're all on the fly as we go, right? I wish they would bring more punches back too, Char. In fact, we have a development manager who's in charge of all the dies and all the big shotting. And I did get to chat with him at one time, and I told him that our crafters would buy every punch, even if we had the framelits in circles. So you're preaching to the choir. I have already told them that. This is poking me in the eye. How about So Saffron? See? It's getting there. That's better. Oh, Bumblebee. Yeah, that would be a good one too. Let's see. So Saffron is nice and soft. And we've got this, actually, I'm going to go this way and make a card base first. So I do like to conserve paper. There's your proof. So I'll make a card base. And then I'm going to make a layer out of that other scrap. So 4 by 5 1/4 is where we started with the designer paper, but it's just too busy to make that big thing a designer paper. Oh, but you know what we could do? We could use the pink to make the square, because the blue isn't right either now. Although there's no pink in the pattern that we punched. Here, let me bring it back in so you guys can see. So we've got this and this. And then there was a square back there. And the 3 by 3 is actually looking kind of big. So I'm going to bring it down a little bit. And how about if we bring in a piece of that designer paper and use the yellow. And I think this is, they called it daffodil. How about if we make it smaller though? We'll go 2 3/4 because 3 was way too big. We can always cut a little more if it's not right again. We could do this, and then it's a layer. It's a layered layer. That's funny. And I want the points going up. I don't know why. Always looking up. Pretty. All right. So I'm wanting more texture on this. So I'm going to take my embossing folder and go back to the die cutter. And I think I'm going to emboss some of these, like maybe all of them, who knows. Hang on one second. I am running it through. With the designer paper, it's kind of cool. I don't know if you guys know, but we don't dye the designer paper all the way through. So when I emboss a pattern in the designer paper, you could use a nail file, or I have the old Stampin' Up sanding blocks. We can sand that down and pull up the color. Now, with the cardstock, it is dyed all the way through. So you can still sand it, but you're not going to get the white from underneath the way that you would. Here we go. All right, so I embossed a couple of those pieces, and I'm gonna grab an old sanding block. And again, like if you don't have a sanding block, you could use a nail file. That you don't have to have the exact tool. I am getting my exercise. I don't even have my watch on. I'm not getting credit for the steps. So I'm gonna I'm pulling out my sanding block, and I am sanding off the first layer. Of color, ta-da, on that designer paper. So now it's really, it actually feels awesome. It's very textured, and it's the same embossing folder, but it's very subtle. And then here it is on the cardstock, which is looking almost too subtle now. So where's that blue square? Oh, I left it at the paper cutter. See? I get even more steps in. All right, so here we go. That's funny. So there's the blue. I don't know about the blue. The blue's kind of like a little too thick. I'm gonna go, how How about if we go just an 1/8 of an inch border? So this was 3 by 3. I'm gonna cut it down an 1/8 of an inch. So that's gonna make it, when I cut an 1/8 of an inch off 2 sides, it means that it'll be a 1/16 of an inch border all the way around. So it'll just be a nice fine little line instead of a 1/4 incher, which is an 1/8 of an inch all the way around, which seems kind of big on our card. It's almost like getting, yeah, I think I like that nice thin border better. What do you guys think? All right, so I'm actually gonna, I don't know. All right, I wanna do a little more sanding. There it is. This I should probably do over the barrel because it's gonna make a huge mess. But it's gonna make my, my pattern pop. And like I said, you can use a nail file, but it gives it this, this feel. It's very different. And I know we don't sell the sanding blocks anymore, but like seriously, you can use sandpaper that you have. You can use nail files. You can use, there's all kinds of things you can use to rough stuff up. We used to have a whole kit. I bet you Robin has them. Yeah, the thin border is way better. So there's this. And then, so with the Seal Plus, I am not going to put the adhesive on the embossed piece because it will most certainly, because it's broken down the fibers of the paper already, and it will, this is so sticky, it will most certainly back up into my adhesive. So I always put the adhesive on the part that's not embossed, if that makes sense. And I am still playing with this pattern so that the dots, the lines are pointing up. Got to give the big guy credit. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm loving that now. It's pretty. I want that to overlap a little bit. All right, so we'll pull that off. Yeah, they came on a key ring, yeah. And there was there's a whole section of them. Robin's awesome. She has like just about every, oh, that's what I'm forgetting. Duh. That's why it didn't look right yet, because I'm supposed to put another thing in there, right? The sketch had about 3 things layered on top of each other. So I just used the same embossing folder. There we go. Ah, that's better. See? All right, so we've got that. And then this. And then I think we'll go with a skinny sentiment so that we don't take away from the heart too much. So that would leave anniversary, just for you, lots of love, the best is yet to come. I like that. How about the best is yet to come? Let's see if I already put it on a block. Nope, I didn't. Ooh, fresh rubber. We can ink up for the first time together. So awesome. All right, let's bring in Misty Moonlight. The sketch is from Casing Tuesday. I play along with them every single week, and of course, I'm running a little behind. So instead of posting my sketch in the morning, I'll be posting my sample this afternoon. As soon as I get off the live. I'm sorry that if I pulled out of the frame, but I couldn't see and I didn't want to bump my head on the camera. Oh, but see, I'm off the paper just a little bit. All right, so let's see if I can do a better job if I go this way. So I want to make sure that the sentiment hits, and I was off the first time. So I'm going to lay the sentiment down and I'll go backwards, and then I'm going to use the block, a bigger block, to mush it like it's against the table. And that way, it's just, is that too small? Should I put it on a 3/4 inch? Or do you think that's good? Looks okay. I want to go again though. I don't like the way the is came out. But this way, you have a much better chance of hitting it if you're trying to hit a tiny little piece. So I go backwards sometimes. Shocker. So there it is. And then to make sure that I smooth the ink onto the paper, I'm stamping against the block instead of against the table so I can see what I'm doing. Ta-da. I'm going to give that a second to dry. I'm still not loving the way it came out. Ugh. But the best is yet to come. So I am shaping this with my fingers, and then, so there, I made my mountain, right? And then I'll bring it back and make my valleys. And then I like to use liquid glue when I do this. Yeah, I do the backwards thing sometimes, especially if you're trying to hit like a pre-cut die cut. So I send you, like, for example, a kit like the boots or whatever, and oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I don't want to cover that flower. I'm gonna go low. That flower is the focal point for sure. Oh, that's pretty. And then, do we want a little bow maybe? Maybe that blue ribbon. Here. Oh, I like that. It's so pretty. And yes, you can tie a bow straight out of the chute like that. It's the same loop, swoop, and pull, but I have to just pretend I'm tying my shoes. I have a couple of customers that are like, how do you do that? Oh, like maybe I will grab the bow maker though. I want like a little perfect bow. For those of you that want a bow maker, I have them. So if you're taking a class and you want a bow maker, let me know. If not, my friend sells them and I can send you the link to hers. So they're not hard to make, and you get a little perfect bow, but I really wanted a tiny one this time. So sometimes the bow maker, it's even too big for a tiny bow, if that makes sense. Ugh. My goodness. See, I make the best stuff with you guys here. Thank you, thank you. Wink the big yellow flower. Good call, Robin. Yes. Ooh, look. I'm so used to going backwards with the glue dots. I found a glue dot roll that has them on the right way, and now I'm all jammed up. That's funny. All right, where's my Wink Stellar? Here we go. Yes, we must wink. We must wink everything. As I apply it to my eyelids. Actually, you're not supposed to put it on your body, according to the directions, which I didn't read. My friend told me. Gotta love it. All right. I don't usually do that, but where this is embossed, it's not going to mess with the integrity. Like sometimes if you slip it on instead of doing the dot method, it will pull on the cardstock, but where this is embossed, it's not going to be able to because of the fibers are already broken down a bit. What do you think? That's pretty cool. I think like my whole heart is just a tiny bit. Yeah. Ugh, I think I want some pearls. Let's just open a new pack. Yeah, it is gorgeous. My goodness. This paper is so easy to work with though. So you're going to see this week I'm going to come out with a class using this stamp set because it is really, and I'm going to encourage you, if you take the class, to wait until you need a card. Like, assemble it and then wait until you need a card and then stamp the one sentiment that you need. I want to put 2 more. I'm addicted. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know I'm wrecking it. That's too many. Let's see. I don't like that one. That's the one that's bugging me. So you ever have, when you do the sprinkle thing, ever like second guess yourself? Oh, I wanted that like there. Ta-da. All right, I love this one. So we talked about a lot, and tomorrow the retirement list is coming out. I usually do a live, and we can go through the retirement list together. So the retirement list doesn't come out until 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I have to see what my schedule looks like tomorrow, but I will go live and we can go through the retirement list together and mark our books. I think it's so important to know what's going out because a lot of times you can't get it towards the end. So if there's something you want. Oh, there's something else. Shipping is going up. Shocker. Everything's going up. Gas is going up. And I'm surprised it took Stampin' Up this long to raise their prices, but it's going up by 1%. So in the United States, so 11% instead of 10, or the minimum shipping is going to be $7.95 instead of $6.95. So just so that you know, always doubt my sprinkle location. Yeah, everybody does. It's normal, but and it's so bizarre. I used 4 instead of 5. I always like to use odd numbers, but yeah, this is so pretty. I'm very happy with these. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful week. And like I said, as soon as I figure out what my calendar looks like tomorrow, and I'm going to be busy typing emails to you guys trying to get all the information out. If you're not on my email list, that's the best way to make sure that you're in the know. So when I offer a class, tomorrow you're going to be able to get this class. Plus, I'm going to add on, there's 7 of the Easter Bunny class that's left, and I have 3 optional classes left from Retreat that were $35. It comes with $22 in product, and it features memories and more. So there's only 3 of those, but I'm going to tack it onto my class tomorrow. So when the email comes through tonight or tomorrow, you're going to look for the add-on classes, and they're while supplies last. So first come, first serve on those, and I'll just ship them out with the other classes as they work. Okay, so I think that's everything for today. I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you tomorrow probably with that walkthrough of the retirement list, because I think it's really important that we do it together. It gets confusing. Like sometimes they retire a bundle, so you can't buy the 2 things together anymore, but you'll still be able to buy them separately. You just won't get the 10% discount. So like things like that, I want to make sure I go over and we are all on the same page. So anyway, love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon.